What's up, guys? Specstar here today with my first battle of the NPL Major season, and we are going up here against Illusion. This battle is finally out, and we are facing a team consisting of Klefki, Necrozma, Garchomp, the fan favorite Mega Bombasnow, Snorlax, and Victini. And I'm going to show my team next, but first I just want to explain I'm not going to remember a lot about the turns and the team because I did this battle 15 days ago and I'm not allowed to upload it until tomorrow, in which it will have been 16 days since I played this. So yeah, my memory's not iron sharp. I'm going to remember a bit of the stuff but not all of it, and I hope you guys are okay with that. There's been some complications with getting everything going that have stalled out the release of our first week, but it is finally going to be here, and I'm going to try to do the best with what I got, make lemonade out of my goddamn lemons, and here's the team I've got. And you guys are going to have to forgive me for not remembering all the details of the set, but this is one I do remember because this was one of my favorite sets. And I am rocking the Adamant Medicham, enough speed for Necrozma, and it has got Drain Punch, Bulk Up, Laser Focus, and High Jump Kick. The reason for this set, first and foremost, I'm running 2 fighting moves. He didn't have a Ghost. He didn't have something that really was going to munch on these moves, the fighting moves, so I really didn't bother adding coverage. I really like having both Drain Punch and High Jump Kick because I needed High Jump Kick's power for Necrozma and things like that. And Drain Punch is a move that, A, it helps me be more durable with Bulk Up, and B, I know textbook Medicham Prep 101, there's going to be Protect on random shit that it would hit. I'm ready for it. I know it's coming. And I've seen it 1,000 times before. I've got Bulk Up here, which it increases my power. And with the help of a Laser Focus, make sure this Medicham never loses to Necrozma, which was important to me. My team struggles with Necrozma. I wanted to be able to pressure it. Medicham brings it in, and this is the Medicham set that always beats it. This weird specific Medicham set is the one that can handle it, and that's why we're rocking with it. We want to draw the thing out early and beat it. Makes things simpler for the rest of the team. The reason I've got Laser Focus on this thing is because I thought in this matchup he had a very real possibility to run some kind of Iron Defense bullshit Necrozma, and I wanted to make sure that this Medicham could beat that. And Laser Focus, if you guys don't know, it makes the next move a crit. I believe it's Necrozma move, actually. I think Necrozma was a big part of why they made the move. I could be wrong on that, but that's what I most associate it with. And it makes the next move a crit. Make sure I punch through that stupid defense boost if it's got it, and with the help of a Bulk Up, we'll be able to knock the thing out with High Jump Kick. Next up here, I've got Raikou. He didn't have much for electric switchings. Garchomp was his immunity. HP Ice hits that. Signal Beam hits the Bombasnow. I thought this could be potentially a pretty good cleaner in this game. Next up here, I've got the Pex. Pretty standard, physically defensive, recover, toxic, haze, scald. I had pressure to defog in this game, so I didn't want to bother with T-Spikes. And I'm actually running an eject button on this because Victini is pretty annoying for my team, and the way I handle that thing is by trapping it. But if it is Shed Shell, which it very well may be, I was very ready for that possibility, I've got the Pursuit, and I am able to make sure that thing can't run away. How about Pursuit on Arena Trap Mon? I've got Earthquake, Toxic, Stealth Rock. The reason for Toxic, we all know Stealth Rock's the best move. Toxic, just anything that really takes an Earthquake, I'd rather Toxic than have any kind of coverage for in this matchup in particular. And Focus Sash, of course, just to make sure the thing takes a hit. Allows me to trap a Scarf Victini reliably. And that's the Dougie. Next up here, I've got Comfey. Physically defensive. They call Taunt physically defensive Comfey, the Spec-Star Special. Especially if you put Rocky Helmet on it. I ain't got it this time, but you know that'll be popping up sometime in the season. I ain't me if I ain't running Rocky Helmet Comfey. But I've got Taunt, Draining Kiss, Synthesis, Calm Mind. Taunt allows me to beat Snorlax. If I can trap Victini early, the matchup looks really good for Comfey. So I definitely want to bring this in here in a promising matchup. And next up here, we've got Moltres, a pretty interesting set, but it comes in on a lot of what he has that sets up hazards, so I'm actually packing the Defog on it, and Sub-Roost Flamethrower kind of pesters his team. Especially defensive lets this thing come in more reliably on Necrozma, and I have speed for something specific that I don't quite remember. I know I was thinking about how fast Necrozma may possibly be after I already started to creep something slower, so it's somewhere in that area, the speed. But after 15 days, I do not remember it. Anyway, let's get to the replay here and start this game off. I don't remember my lead. Raikou, that makes sense. He leads off with Garchomp. The thing could have been Scarf could have been a Scarf and hit me with an Earthquake, but I didn't think it would be in this matchup. Garchomp isn't really the Scarfer I expected, so I was ready to just chance it and click HP Ice. If he was Sash, I think he was most likely going to click Stealth Rocks here, so I just want to stay in and click HP Ice. Mostly I was suspecting Z, because this is the thing he has that would be Z. Otherwise he didn't bring a Z, so that's kind of where my head was at with this thing. I'm just going to click HP Ice. He's going to make a good play and go into his Klefki on the HP Ice. That thing's going to take nothing. I'm going to go into my Moltres, which is basically my Klefki answer. He's going to get up his spikes. Oh, that's too fast. He's going to get off his yellow color on me as I sub up. And I am just going to want to defog here as he brings in the Snorlax. Snorlax is not exactly what I want to keep Moltres in, so I'm going to make the aggressive play and go into Medicham. The reason I went out into Medicham right away is because Moltres behind a sub, he's going to make the play to break Moltres sub. If it was already broken, he very well would have tried to make a prediction of what would have come in. I definitely couldn't use up Toxapex's eject button right yet, so I had to make the offensive move of going into Medicham. Fortunately, he just goes for a T-Punch, and here I just get to go for my Bulk Up. I actually went for my Bulk Up here, and I'm going to regret it as he goes into Victini. I thought he was going to go into Necrozma, and that's why I went for my Bulk Up there. Would have led me to a KO the thing with HJK. Instead, he goes down to Victini, and I know what I'm doing when I see that. I just go into Pexi. He goes for a V-Create. That's Scarf damage or Shed Shell damage, so I bring in my Dougie. And here I'm thinking there's a very good chance that Shed Shell, especially since he brought it out so early and just click V-Create. So I'm actually going to click my Pursuit here. But it's going to look like he's just Scarf, actually, so he's going to get off a V-Create and eat my Pursuit, and I'm going to Earthquake the thing. And that will take the thing out, so there's one problem out of the way. He brings in his Chomp, I get up my rocks, he gets up his rocks, the classic turn. I'll Earthquake it for some useful damage, and then bring in my Raikou. He knows I got the HP Ice. I'm going to go into my Moltres here, predicting him to go in the Keys. He goes into Abomasnow. That's fine and well too. I'm just going to go for my Defog here, I believe. But he's actually going to be faster than me as he stays pre-Mega, which good move for him. And here I'm going to bring in my Medicham to pressure the thing. I know very well what particular move this thing's packing, so I'm not going to go for my high jump kick. I'm going to go for my Drain Punch. And he does show the Protect just as we were thinking. And he is going to Protect on a Drain Punch. Here he goes into Necrozma, and I'm going to click my high jump kick. And I'm going to miss. And I'm going to crash. And I'm now in range of Rocks and Hail. And high jump kick would have 2 KO'd that thing. So I'm not particularly pleased at this moment. He goes into a bomb of snow and fodders that thing off to get his hail. Medicham goes down because it was in range because it missed. I'm now in full tilt mode. I'm sure there's some moves here in the end I'm not going to be able to justify because I was not pleased here and I was just clicking. I wanted to get the battle done with. He goes into Krozma. I got Raikou out. I'm going to go for my signal beam here as he goes into Klefki. No, I went for Volt Switch. Alright, even better. He had been going in Klefki in there. And I thought for a second here, I realized that there probably wasn't going to be a better thing to set up with Comfey on than Klefki, even though he does have the T-Wave. So I'm just going to... I went for Taunt. I don't remember if I went for Taunt or Calm Mind. Again, it was 15 days ago. I'm going to go for Calm Mind first. That makes sense. Start getting my stats ready. I'm going to Calm Mind up. He goes into Snorlax, and now we're going to be prepared for a battle of paralysis. I'm going to taunt him. He's going to go for Curse. That's exactly why we had the taunt. I'm going to Draining Kiss just to kind of feel out the damage. Does nothing, but his Facade's doing nothing. I'm going to get paralyzed. He's going to Thunder Wave. And then his taunt's going to expire. I'm going to have to reestablish the taunt as he fails to go for Curse. I'm just going to try to Calm Mind up again. It's going to take me a few of them to be able to screw Synthesis and just be able to Draining Kiss the thing. And I'm going to pop his Figgy Berry there. Not something I'm keen on letting him get back. His taunt expires. I'm going to be able to reestablish another one there as he goes for the Curse. I'm going to Draining Kiss the thing. This gets a little long, stalling, and repetitive, but there will be a resolution here. I Calm Mind up again. I'm almost there. I'm almost at the point where I'm ready to start beating the thing. But this time I get paralyzed and he recycles his Figgy Berry. And then I get paralyzed again and he curses up, so not looking so hot right now. I'm going to taunt him finally. He's going to go for Facade. It's now doing too much. I'm going to go for another Calm Mind. I'm almost at the point where I can just start firing off Draining Kisses. I'm going to synthesize up here. He T-punches. Taunt's going to expire. This is a key turn. I'm going to go for another taunt here, fortunately. But then he crits me, so I have to synthesis up. But the game's not going to let me, so Comfey is going to go down, and that is going to be about it here. And yeah, this is a game we play a Pokemon. I did not love how the game shaked up, but you always wager that whenever you step into a game of Pokemon. That's just how the game goes. Raikou's going to do quite a bit to Klefki, and it's going to go down here to my Thunderbolt. He's going to bring in the Garchomp here, and I'm just going to go into Pex. I'm just, at this point, playing for a differential. He's going to Earthquake it. I'm going to bring in my Raikou, and I'm just going to click my Signal Beam here, the only move that hit all three of his remaining Pokemon. And he's going to take me out. And we're going to lose 3-0. And yeah, well, you guys know how I feel about that. I wasn't exactly pleased after the game, but it's the game we play. If I didn't want to deal with that risk of games getting down in the random number generator, I wouldn't play Pokemon. So that's going to be it. Unfortunately, we start out 1-0. We're going to have a chance to rebound next week when we take on Carney, right? Yeah, we're going to take on Carney next week. So hopefully that one goes better. I want to thank you guys for watching. Have yourselves a good night.